the USA system, but she is going to make a name for herself.
And she got confidence from playing in that USA gym this past season, and that confidence has taken her game to the next level.
Already was a tremendous player with respect to her career at Florida State. All ACC year in, year out, All-American honors the last two as we take a look at the last point from Natalie Foster.
So the timing of her approach wasn't right.
Suffice it to say, an extended service run for Natalie Foster, number 13 for Orlando. Morgan hence flew in from absolutely nowhere to keep that ball up. Schwann rejected.
This is going to be
dealt with some injury issues this year, missed a few matches, was on IR, is back and has been back in a big way, has been a nice offensive boost here of late, and that is a smart shot by the Valks.
Holy power tip by Kaz Brown. Thank you, Bold 6. That's 9 kills hitting 562, so she's on a bit of a roll right now.
Timmer off speed. Smart shot by Pia for the 5 all-pack titles. Tops in Washington State history in aces with 152, Timmer. And that is a big swing off the right side for Brittany Abercrombie.
Oh my gosh, it's everything. It's the intangibles, it's the drive, it's the work ethic, and then it's also, yes, she makes the flashy digs and she does all of the crazy, amazing plays, but she also takes care of all the little things. She's got a nice, clean second contact. Her serve receive is solid. So everything about her points, and it's because they are so balanced.
Yeah, anything offensive, they lead in it. Good second ball there by Schwann. Opportunity here for the Vibe. That's tight. Hansen recycles off the block. Strong hands at the net for Merritt Beeson.
Champu did a good job in setting up Adora Anai for a one-on-one situation. Natalie Foster held the middle with her.
Facilitated and benefited quite nicely here in this first set. And they have manned the net very well as well. They're set every single time. Off speed by Edmond. Josia sets the Addis system, and Abercrombie will get the final say in set number 1.
I like the
right to the left. Sean Davis and Madison Fitzpatrick, our entire crew, on hand here as the preseason number 1 takes on the current number 1 in the Pro Volleyball Federation. Merritt Beeson on the cross, found the sideline.
That's a beautiful swing by Merritt Beeson. She's got a nice, strong approach. She's very explosive. Look at that Bolt 6. Corey Lewis and Monserrat doesn't feel as solid, maybe because the setter position has been mixed up a little bit.
Wanted up there by Josia. On the run, there she is again. Good cover by Anai. There's Lewis out of the middle. Champu tracks it down. Abercrombie got it over. Timmer dug by Anai. Abercrombie deserved every bit of that.
And Amy Pauly, the head coach for the Valkyries, literally fell to her knees to celebrate after that play. Incredible. It helps that Abercrombie has such long arms, but that's that never say die kind of mentality from the Valkyries. That left hand around the ball.
Look at the height on that toss by Tuaninga. Foster, right out of the middle. The middle attack has been...
Or get their platform underneath it because it's hitting them in the chest.
Monserrat on the run, sets Edmond. Abercrombie. Timmer out of the back row going off speed. That's it. He played last year for the San Diego Mojo. Has not played a ton this year, but will likely get to close things out here in set 2. Off speed by Vander Weide. Timmer, same story. Vander Weide snuck it inside the block and down. And with that, Orlando will speed to the locker room up there to see if they can keep it rolling. Corey Lewis dug by Josia. Hansen bounces that one in front of Yosis. It was Monserrat. She goes back and she gets us back underway. Smart shot by Kaz Brown off 1 foot right into the campfire for number 11.
That was a much needed response by the Valkyries. Good pass.
Commit to the Pro Volleyball Federation over a year ago. Leah Edmond has been in many ways the face of the operation, and one of the bright young faces, Natalie Foster, continues to make a name for herself against Atlanta tonight. 9 kills, 7 digs for Beeson so far in this one. Schwann, off speed, picked up by Edmond. And Corey Lewis, an open net. She knows what to do. Taken a lot in that back row. She has handled a lot of heat, especially from Abercrombie. And you can see the confidence.
It's really fun and entertaining because of that fact.
That is exactly what has happened here in set number 3. Nice swing there by Courtney Schwann, finding the open corner.
Courtney Schwann causes the Valkyries to be at their best when she is producing.
Outside of Orlando won them 25, 17, and 18. And with that swing by Merritt Beeson, the Vibe exacts some revenge and claims set 3 by. If Orlando rallies and wins this set, they will win the match in 4. Speaking of 4, there's number 4 in recent match at Omaha. And that was a straight set win for Orlando in that match. That set a Pro Volleyball Federation record for most kills in a 3-setter.
Love that tempo set from Marley Monserrat to Leah Edmond, who just eats it, but she looked a little rushed.
Lewis, who hit 620 in Atlanta's last match against Columbus, is starting to heat up. In comes Aiko Jones off the bench to serve. Sis. In the back row by Timmer, who has made her money defensively, and Atlanta's defense has really inspired this comeback.
Atlanta's defense is now moving really quickly side to side.
They're regional. Gave the eventual national champions Penn State everything they could possibly hope for. Corey Lewis.
Might as well come clean because you only get 2 a set.
Vander Weide. Off speed, tips it over the block.
Off speed and left.
Just how close it is and just how good that read was. Overpass, put down. McKenna Vicini. Monserrat on the run. Vander Weide off the top of the block. Edmonds will send us to a 5th and final set here in Central Florida. The league. Here we go. 1st to 15, win by 2 to decide it. Abercrombie off the right side for Orlando gets the first swing. And off the right side for Atlanta, there's Merritt Beeson. Lindsey Vander Weide gets the call on the pin for the Valkyries to start things off in set 5. Courtney Schwann, her counterpart in the back row, keeps it alive. Free ball opportunity, though, for Atlanta. Leah Edmond got the Vibe off to a strong ever since. And there's a trickle ace to boot.
Timeout.
Lindsey Vander Weide can get going. She can score in bunches. Scored 30, in fact, against Orlando a season ago when she played for the Mojo. There's Brittany Abercrombie.
What a set from Yosia, keeping her body weight behind that ball, pushing it all the way to the pin. That was Abercrombie's left hand.
Great response by the Valkyries. There's an ace serve for Vander Weide.
Successful. But now Leah Edmond is passing dimes and taking care of the ball offensively.
Typically in those jousts, it's the setter who usually wins them. They get to the ball second. That time that ball got shoved down before a 5th and final set. Taylor Head now checking in for Atlanta in this set. And this time Orlando figures out the block. The hand sequencing hadn't been quite right. They were getting tooled a lot this time, no doubt.
And one of the keys to blocking when you're playing a team that has such fast arms.
In a hurry, we're knotted up at 9. Vander Weide. Head ranges back. Timmer off speed. The Valks were ready. Timmer off the block, played up by Schwann. Out of the middle, that's Brown, dug by Beeson. Off the D-ball, Abercrombie! But it's the Valkyries who find themselves up by 2, closing in on perhaps a 5-set win. Merritt Beeson has other ideas, though, working to perfection out of the back row.
Good decision by Marley Monterey. Merritt Beeson has been on in these past along that back row line to kind of switch up the block.
1-point fifth. Vander Weide with one hand, Monterey digs it out. That is tight. Abercrombie, a teardrop.
And that was almost like a communication error on the Vibe side. There was a couple girls around the ball. Merritt Beeson there, but just not laying out. And it sounds so cliche, but both of these teams should be so proud of the way that they fought.
Vander Weide, the defense came in from that back corner.
It's been phenomenal.
7 kills now for Lindsey Vander Weide off the bench. And look at Merritt Beeson. Beeson has done
offensive weapons on display.
Echo Jones back in as a serve sub here for Atlanta. Abby Hansen dug by Timmer. Abercrombie dug by Timmer. Side out away. Match point number 2. Schwann and Orlando find the fight and find a way. The vibes are high in Central Florida tonight.